Hello, welcome to HB Ingredients. I'm just going to very quickly talk you through tempering in a bain-marie. This is kind of the next level up from microwave tempering. The issues with microwave tempering is it's really quick and easy, but you've got nothing to stop it from setting. So as soon as you've got that tempered bowl of chocolate, it's trying to set on you all the time. So you're having to manage it by keep warming it in the microwave and keeping the balance of the crystals. The next step up is a bain-marie. A bain-marie is a dry one, so there's no water involved, which is always good for chocolate, because you know water and chocolate do not go together. So this is a really good one. You know, they're a few £100, and they're the kind of next level up. So if you're just at home doing a little bit of chocolate and a little bit of dipping with the kids or whatever, a microwave is absolutely fine. Once you start to get in a bit more serious, then something like this is a good investment. What this does is basically take out the element where you're having to manipulate the chocolate. So once you've got it tempered, this thing holds its temperature, whatever temperature you set it to. So you're not having to keep, you know, going back and forth to the microwave. This does it all for you. So once it's full of crystals, it's basically heating and destroying the crystals at the same rate they're growing, and then basically you've got a balance throughout the day, which means you can have a tempered vat in there for a full day with a little bit of work. You do still need to stir it, so there is the element that you haven't got movement. So you will, you know, every 10-15 minutes need to just give it a quick stir to make sure that there's no hot spots or anything like that in there. But it's a really sort of nice way of moving on to the next level, especially when you're doing moulded products or you're doing things like eggs, Easter eggs. You're going to need more chocolate, so you know, doing it in a microwave will take a long time. Very simple. These are sort of things where you come in the morning. It shouldn't take you more than about 15-20 minutes to get this tempered, if that. Here I've got a dry bain-marie. It's the moment you set on 45, so overnight I've had it on 45 degrees. What that means is the chocolate is now completely liquid, so the crystals at 40 degrees and above, all the crystals, the fat crystals, have gone. So this is completely liquid with no crystals whatsoever. So the first thing you do when you come in the morning is you'll take the lid off, you'll turn this dial down to 30 degrees, and that turns the heating off. So now this chocolate will gradually cool. If you leave this to cool on its own, it's going to take, you know, probably an hour and a half. So what we do is we speed the process up of cooling, and then actually what we do is we force the seed in. So what that means is this jug here is all pre-tempered chocolate that we supply to you in the bag. So this is all pre-tempered, full of good crystals. So we bring the temperature down, and then these bits again are left in there. These will seed the chocolate. Sounds complicated, but it's really simple. So rule number one, you come in the morning, you turn this down to 30 degrees. Okay, the other really important thing to remember is don't trust the machine. This machine's got a dial on that says 30 degrees, but again, you need a temperature probe. So if I just grab mine quickly. Okay, when you come in the morning, don't trust the machine, like I say. Stick a probe in there, make sure it's above 40 degrees so you know it's completely liquid. Okay, and also when you get it down to 30 degrees and you've got it there, keep testing it every now and again so you learn the machine, because that's just a number. It doesn't mean that your chocolate temperature is where it is, and it's critical that this thing is the most important thing you rely on. So we've turned it down to 30 degrees. We just straight away we put in about 15 to 20%. So if you know what your amount of chocolate you've got in there roughly, so rough calculation, you put in 15 to 20%. So I know roughly I've got about 2 kilos of chocolate in here, so I'm going to put sort of between 15 and 20% in. So I've weighed that out, and it's the whole lot. So don't be shy, chuck it in, give it a really quick stir. Just to get it incorporated in. And at that point now, once you've got it mixed in a little bit, you don't need to keep stirring it, you can just walk away from this now. What I tend to do, like I say, first thing in the morning, turn the dial down to 30, chuck the chocolate in, and then literally go and put the kettle on, and 10-15 minutes later come back to it. If you're in a bit of a hurry and you want to speed things up a bit, these bain-maries are dry bain-maries, so there's no water involved. If you take this out of there, this holds and retains a bit of heat. So by taking it out and putting it on the side, again, you're letting the air, the cold air get to it, so it'll just speed things up a little bit. Okay. Looking back at it now, it looks, you know, pretty good actually. I've just probed it again with a temperature probe. It says about 32 degrees, but there's still some little bits in there, which is good because I know then they're the bits that are seeding it. So looking at the sheen of it, looking at the viscosity, it's all looking the right sort of thing to me. But again, knowing your machine is a bit where you'll learn. So again, there's a few little bits and lumps in there like that. Now these will probably sort of, at this stage, if I just give it a really good stir around, they'll probably just disappear. So at this point now, I would work the chocolate. So again, I'm now starting to stir it more, because then I'm distributing the seeds, making sure there's no hot spots, and moving the chocolate around. A good investment for any sort of chocolate person is to have a hairdryer. around. Try and get one that blows cold air as well. But again, this is a good thing to have around, because at this point, if the chocolate was down at 30 degrees and I'd still got little bits of chocolate in there, little lumps of chocolate, I would then just put the hairdryer on and just warm the chocolate maybe a degree, something like that, just to manipulate it. But these are really good things to have around to manipulate chocolate. But at this point, this is all looking really nice. I think just another sort of quick, sort of 30 seconds, a minute, sort of stirring this, and we're ready to go. Again, with everything we do, taking a test is the most important bit at this stage. So I've probed the chocolate, I know it's at 32 degrees, there's no bits left in there anymore, the viscosity looks good, the sheen on the chocolate looks good, and again, straight in there, tap on the side, scrape off the back, put it on a cold surface, leave that 2 or 3 minutes, let that set, and they should be tempered.